Very good morning dear students. In this video we are going to see classification of signals and examples. Classification of signals. Signals are classified into 5 different parts, that is nothing but a continuous time and discrete time signals, and second one is periodic and non-periodic signals, causal and non-causal signals, deterministic and random signals, even and odd signals. We'll see one by one. First one is continuous time and discrete time signals. So continuous time, already in the last video we discussed difference between analog and digital signal. So analog signal we can call it as a continuous time signal, and discrete time digital signal we can call it as a discrete time signals. So the first one is continuous time and discrete time signals. You can see the waveform. Continuous time signal, it is a signal will get the output each and every interval of the time. So if you want to find the output from here to in between here to here, we'll get it even 1.1, 1.2, 2.1, 2.2 will get it. And a discrete time signals will get the output only the discrete interval of the time. And also here notation is, here we are representing as n into x of n, here t into x of t. That we need to remember. This is n into x of n and this is t into x of t. So in a discrete time signal, amplitude we are representing as x of n. In a continuous, amplitude we are representing as x of t. So we are going to draw the continuous waveform, t versus amplitude is x of t. In a discrete is n into x of n. Now deterministic and non-deterministic signal. So deterministic signal is nothing but it is like a continuous signal. It is like a continuous. So in a non-deterministic signal is nothing but a continuous, and it should have some definite. So that here you can see the example of continuous time signal. So the everything it is a periodic. See, it is a from here it is a continuous with the equal time period, so equal variation. If you see the non-deterministic signal, there is no we can't define the value, we can't define the signal, but here we can define the signal. If any signal, if you defined such a type of signals, we can call it as a deterministic signal. Any signal we can't determine the values, output values, such a type of signal we can call it as a non-deterministic signals. Next one is nothing but even and odd signals. So now even signal we are representing as SE of t, and the odd signal XO of t, or defined as XE of t is nothing but a XE of minus t. So whenever if you want to say the given signal is a even signal, we should get it as a x of minus t should be positive. That is nothing but x of minus t is equal to x of t. If you want to say the given signal is the odd signal, x of minus t is a minus into x of t. So any signal is the sum of the unique. So if you consider any signal, for example, I want to consider this is my x of t. So the signal should signal always it has sum of odd and even signals. So now if you consider here x of t is nothing but, you can see x of t is nothing but xe of t plus xo of t, or even signal plus odd signals. And now we can see x of, now I'm going to substitute because I want to find even and odd signal. So I'm going to substitute here x is equal to minus t, here x of minus t is equal to xe of minus t, xe of minus t plus xo of minus t. So here from the definition of the signal, xe of minus t is becomes xe of t, xo of minus t is become minus into xo of t. So we'll get it as xe of t minus xo of t. So if I want to find xe of t, what we have to, I want to add these two signals. So if I add those two signals, x of t plus x of minus t, these two terms are that this term and this term, it will get cancelled. We'll get it as a 2 into xe of t. So if xe of t is nothing but a 1 by 2 into x of t plus x of minus t. So that is nothing but here they represented as a 0.5 into x of t plus x of minus t. x of t plus x of minus t, that is 0.5 is nothing but 1 by 2. Same way, by using this about two equations, we need to find odd signal, odd components, odd part of the signal. So x of t is nothing but, how we'll get from this? I'm going to subtract these two signal, x of t minus x of minus t. If you subtract means what will happen here? Minus, this will become, see, this is minus, this will becomes plus. So we'll get it as a xe of t, it will get cancelled. We'll get it as a 2 into xo of t, 2 into xo of t. So xo of t is nothing but 1 by 2 into x of t minus x of minus t. So 1 by 2 we are writing as a 0.5. So now we can see how to draw. This is my if I want to draw even part of this signal, so what we need to do, we know this is the formula we need to use to draw the even part. This is the formula we need to use to draw the odd part. So even part xe of t is nothing but, what is the formula? 0.5, that is 1 by 2 into x of t plus x of minus t. Now you can see this is nothing but x of t, this is the original signal. I want to find x of minus t. X of minus t is nothing but, we need to apply reverse. So that is nothing but t values. This will positive values. These are the t values, all the positive values. This is reflecting to negative values. So it came this side. This side. Now I want to add these two signals and I need to multiply the scaling factor 0.5 to get my even signal. So if I add these signals, so this is our xe of t. The original is, if you add means amplitude is 1, we multiply with 0.5, the amplitude is 0.5. Okay, now same thing if I want to subtract. So I want to subtract is nothing but this one minus. So minus this one, if you want to do the minus means what will happen here? Minus into x of t is nothing but, it will come as a volta. Will come as a volta. So x of minus t, this is volta. So here minus into x of t is nothing but, amplitude will becomes negative. So plus 1 becomes minus 1. So here it came down. So if you add these two signals, we'll get it as a plus 0.5 minus 0.5. Okay, this is the even signal of the given signal. This is the odd signal of a given signal. Next one is even the same thing what I explained now. We can see the even and odd signal. X of minus t is x of t, and x of minus, this is in terms of continuous, of the discrete. So same thing, the odd term also, odd signal, this is the continuous and this is the discrete. So any signal, now x of t is nothing but what we derived now. So this x of t and x of minus t, if I add these two, we'll get it as an even signal. If we subtract these two, we'll get it as an odd signal. Now the next one is, third one is periodic and non-periodic signal. Periodic signal is nothing but, a periodic signal have the property that x of t plus t is equal to x of t for all the t. So here the smallest values of the t that satisfies the definition is called the periodic signal. So in the waveform you can see this is the non-periodic signal. Periodic signal is nothing but the period should be repeated. See here, this is only one period, only one shape, this triangular wave, it from 0 to t. And if we 0 to t, this is not a periodic signal, because periodic signal, it is a period, it is a signal with the period is t. There is no period c because it is not repeating. So this is the non-periodic signal. You can see the second waveform, it is a periodic signal with period is t. The same waveform, it is repeated from 0 to t. Again same waveform, it is repeated. So it is a periodic signal with a period is t. Next we can see causal and non-causal signals. So causal system is nothing but, if any signal output is depending upon the present values and previous values. So present and previous values is nothing but, this is nothing but a present is x of t, and previous is nothing but the minus value. If the present is 0 and positive values, the previous is nothing but a minus values, t is equal to. So the signal is 0 for t is greater than 0. And if you want to say the, if you want to find the non-causal signal is nothing but, if any signal is output is depending upon the future values is nothing but, we have the signal x of t from 0 to 2. 0 to 2 is nothing, 0 to 2. So our desired, if you want to find, means the system input should not depending upon the future values. Future is nothing but a, the causal signal is the 0 for t is greater than 0. If t is less than 0 means it is a causal system. If t is greater than 0 means it is a non-causal system. The same waveform you can see if the right hand side, 0 for t is less than t, and the left hand side t is greater than t. So one t can be, one side it is the positive and other side it is the negative. So if you want to say the simple way, causal system is nothing but any signal output is depending upon the present and previous values, previous input, present and previous input, and present and previous output. Such a type of system we can call it the causal system. If any system output is depending upon the previous, depending upon the future outputs, future inputs, such a system we can call it as a non-causal system. Next one, last one is a last classification of the signal is power and energy signal. So the power signal, it is a infinite duration. Energy signal, it is a finite duration. Normalized power is a finite and non-zero. If you see, the normalized energy is a finite and non-zero. And then normalized energy averaged over infinite time is finite. Normalized power average over infinite time is a 0. Here average power, it is a infinite. Here average energy, it is a 0. It is mathematically trackable as a power signal, physically realizable. Now a signal, so if you want to write in terms of the expression, a signal is said to be energy signal when it has a finite energy. It has a finite energy is equal to integration minus infinity to infinity x square of t into dt. A signal is said to be a power signal when it has a finite power. Limit t tends to infinity 1 by 2t integration minus t to t x square of t dt. These both are a continuous time energy signal and power signal, because everything is represented in terms of the t. Same thing we can represent in terms of the discrete time also. Discrete time, we'll get it as x of n. Instead of integration, here we are going to consider as in discrete form summation. I hope you understood. Thank you all.